See how this one works. All right. So we're testing an old computer today to see if we can get this system working. I've upgraded my internet. I just really want to see if it's the computer or if it's the internet connection that's the problem. So I know it's early. I should be doing the chat later. Most people aren't even awake. I'm expecting most people will watch the replay. Hey, Alan Afonso, how you doing? Can you hear me? Is it jittery? What's going on? Tell me how the video is. This is off of my old laptop, and I'm not sure. We've got new 3D printer here today. We're going to open it up, but only if the video is good. How's the video? Somebody let me know. Good, good. So it might be an internet issue. Okay, so the cool thing is a whole bunch of my stuff from GearBest came today. So I'm just going to do a live unboxing and open it up. And the first thing that came, yes, this is a Switchblade. It's a Benchmade. They're awesome. No, I'm not a gangster. I ordered filament. This is new PETG filament. This is the same stuff milk jugs are made out of, and it's got a real pretty finish. It's like a translucent blue. I got some projects coming for that I'm excited about, and we're working on that. So that came, and then this is my new printer, and I am so stoked. I got this from GearBest. This is a giant printer. It has a huge, huge print format. And we're going to open it up. All right. It is a big box. It is a really big box. So hopefully you guys. And I don't have any of my tables back from moving yet. So I'm doing with what I've got, which is a bench in my living room. So this is the printer. And I'll show you guys what it comes with here when I get it open. Riker, stop whatever you're doing. All right, so it comes with really nicely packed. This is the comes with a manual. Now the reason I got this printer is it is the largest print volume per dollar you can get. It is 12 by 12 by 16 print volume for $279. And I will put the link in my description because you can't get a printer with this print volume for that price. You just can't do it. It can't be done. And it's pretty impressive. I'm pretty stoked about it. So we're going to open this up. I'm going to try and get it running today because I have a project for a friend I want to finish, and I need this ready to go. So you can see how nicely it comes packed. It's got a heat bed, the build tack copied surface, and then on the second layer, we've got boy, it's packed there really well. Got a box of parts. Sorry, can't see what's going on there. Good morning, Raul. How are you doing? Snack Gaming, Alfonso. I wonder how Momo is. Good, good, good. Lisa, how are you? Comes with a whole bunch of parts, tools, an SD card, and hey, it comes with a little bit of filament. And always good, another spatula, a scraper. So that's pretty cool. So we've got a box of parts, and then we've got the gantry. And I don't know how to get this out of here. Hold on just a second, guys. All right, that was in the box pretty good. The other cool thing about this is it has an LCD screen, and that's supposed to make printing much easier. Not exactly sure. I'll see if I can assemble this right here on the bench because this is a quick assembly setup, and looks pretty straightforward. Give it a shot. Hey Josh, how you doing? My Alfawise printer came today, so I'm just putting it together. Chewbacca, how are you, buddy? So you guys can see it. This is a huge printer. It is really big. It is really big. I'm just going to pull the stuff out. There's the LCD. And it looks like it's a touchscreen LCD. It's cheap, but it works, right? That box is heavy. And I can't see what board it has in it. I have to take it apart at another point. I don't see a ventilation fan either, but I'm assuming there's one in there. Anyway, so there's that giant box of death. And then the, let me get this gantry out of here. Okay. Boy, it is packed in there, something fierce. All right, so there is the gantry. Look how big that is. That is a 16-inch print volume up on the Z-axis. All metal extruder, and it has filament detection, and it comes pre-assembled, so that's pretty cool. Because I don't know if I like building printers, but a lot of people really don't. So not pre-assembled. I guess quick assembly is the proper term. So filament. I've got a cord, USB cord, USB thing. That looks like the filament spool, which I hear is terrible. And there's some tools, zip ties. These look like the frame supports. Okay. Hey, come with another set. These are nice little snippies. And wrenches. So there's that. Moving forward. Move my switchblade so I have room without knocking my computer off the table. Now, I've never built a printer on this bench, so this should be an experience. So anyway, $279. $279. How can you beat that? You can't. You can't beat that. For this kind of print volume, that's insane. It's absolutely insane. Let's see if I can get it out of the foam. It is in there really good. All right. So there is the XY, or the X, I'm sorry. The Z and the Y. The X and the Z are on the same gantry. And that's pretty well assembled. I got to give them credit. This looks really well made. And so Alfawise is GearBest's factory direct. And this is basically a CR10 clone, and that's what it looks like. It is a big printer. That is a big printer. I'm pretty stoked to try that bad boy out. So we're going to have to put it all together now, and then we'll give it a shot today and get this thing running. Got some stuff. It's got all metal extruder. It looks like a E3V6 clone hot end. It's got a fan. The red, this is all metal. The components are all metal. This is very well made. I'm pretty excited about that. How's everybody else doing today? What are you guys up to? I'm building printers. Actually, I have a ton of stuff to do today, but I couldn't wait anymore. I had to just do this right now. So I should have waited till tonight, but I'm too excited, so I just had to start building. Everybody doing okay? The stream's still coming through okay? Again, this is my old laptop, and I'm not sure how it works. So sorry, somebody important was messaging me. Jared, wow, how are you, buddy? All right, well, that's the gist of it. It looks really straightforward. I don't think this will be very hard to put together at all. Probably should read the instructions at some point. Lawrence Stencil, how are you? Jared, wow. Josh McLee, Chewbacca Games, Chewbacca Games, that's a cool name. I haven't seen Momo forever, Alfonso, which is fine with me. That dude's creepy. So these look like they just bolt to the side, and they're pre-drilled and pre-tapped, so that should be pretty simple. Pretty simple assembly. Pull that gantry off. Now it does have just one. It's only a single access on the Z, so that might be kind of an issue at some point. But beggars can't be choosers, and I'm still pretty stoked about it. So I'll look at the instructions here. I'm just going to be putting this together, and I'm going to stay on live. And if you guys want to contribute and talk and chit-chat, you are more than welcome. Looks pretty stupid proof. Okay. I'm glad I looked at the instructions because that would have been a mistake on my part. So they are tapped. That is what's happening. Okay, so let's pull these screws out. This looks like the easiest assembly I've ever done ever. This is pretty simple. All right, let's see. My son is active. All right, so put this bad boy together. So it has, looks like about 8 to 10 screws, different sizes. Pretty straightforward. Doesn't look like a complex assembly. $279. $279. All right, so looking at this, the gantry has has 4 holes cut through the bottom of it right here. That is the main gantry. So I'm just going to put those in there. I wonder the best way to assemble this is. I have to bring my young assistant Cole in for help. Young assistant Cole, put your phone down. Come say hi to everybody. There's Cole. I woke him up early for this. He's thrilled. Just hold that up like that. Okay, now we got to put this over here like this. We got to have a little bit of offset so we can actually get it over there. Okay, there's one. Okay, hold this up with one hand, would you? Gotta get some wrenches out. Gonna have to actually get the wrenches out. Hey, don't bend it. Hold it straight. 90-degree angle. Oh, come on now. If an 11-year-old Chinese boy can build this, you can hold it up. That's a bad joke. That's a really bad joke. So China, I have a problem with China, but it's hard to compete with this kind of stuff because China has a track history of employing basically children as slaves. They're getting better, and I know that GearBest actually has some dog in that fight preventing that from happening, so I don't mind buying from them. But anyway, that was a bad joke. I take it back. All right, so we got, that was fast. The frame went in with 4 screws, man. 4 screws. How do you beat that? Can't beat that. Okay. All right, Cole. You can go back to doing whatever it was you were doing. All right. That took exactly like 60 seconds to put that gantry together. And then looking, where did my instructions go? Did I knock my hand that book? So then if I look at the gantry instructions, wow, this is the easiest printer to assemble I've ever had. You have an end stop. This has to go over here. And that gets bolted together there. And then you have one over here on the other side. Let's see. All right. It's going pretty fast. Put this together now. All right. So these are all pre-drilled and pre-tapped. I'm stoked. Had to move the gantry a little bit to get the screws in. And I would advise you to put all your screws in before you tighten down, so you don't have to bind anything. Oh, I dropped one. We'll get it later. Just gonna put them all in. Okay, I'm pretty impressed. This is about the easiest assembly I've ever done, without question. Hey, Cole, I dropped a screw on the other side of this printer. You should help your dad out.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. All right. That is the assembly other than a cable management. Skyhawk, how you doing, buddy? Jacob Floribs, Lawrence. Doing good, doing good. Just putting a printer together. It's early morning, but I couldn't wait. I should have done this broadcast tonight, but I'm too excited about this machine to not just do it right now. William Young, how are you, buddy? Everything going okay? Skyhawk, what are you up to this morning? Yeah, I am just putting my printer together. I got to tell you, I have built a lot of printers. This went together the fastest of any semi-assembled printer I've ever dealt with. Pretty impressed. Pretty impressed. But I'm missing an Allen wrench. Where's my Allen wrenches? I bet my son stole it. Did you steal my Allen wrench, Cole? There it is. No, I put it in the wrong spot. All right, let's tighten these down. This is an Alfawise U20. It has a 12 by 12 by 16 build volume. It'll print. It has a heated bed. It'll print PLA, ABS, PETG, and any other moderate temperature filament. It's not recommended for flexible because it uses a Bowden design, and that can bind up. I'm sure you could adapt it to make it work, but you usually want to use a direct drive with flexibles. So I might try it. I'm going to do some projects with this. I can't see who's in the room, so if you're in the room, say hi. Is the video okay still? Like I said, this is a really old laptop that I was going to get rid of, but it turns out that my internet was so bad that I doubt it was the laptop. It was just the internet. So now I upgraded my internet with the new router, and it's like 3 times to 5 times faster. So I'm hoping that the laptop wasn't the problem. I can use it for another year or two, because I really don't want to have to buy a new laptop, because the laptops I need for CAD work are not cheap. My company will give me a laptop, but I don't want a conflict of interest. I just want my own stuff. Let's see. And that's it. That frame is assembled, baby. Right there. That's it. That is it. The screws are in. I can send you a whole bunch of Allen wrenches, probably just to tweak and maintain. Everything looks really good. This is all pre-assembled. All right, so now, now it's got the wiring set up. That's pretty cool. All right, GearBest, I'm impressed. I'll give you credit. I'm impressed. I wanted to be skeptical, but this looks like a pretty sweet deal. At $279, I was like, it's probably because I bought another printer a couple months ago, and it was absolute garbage. In fact, I bought 2 printers that are garbage, and this one I was skeptical about because of the price point.
but that's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. All metal construction. Even the box is metal. I expected this to be plastic. So you've got your USB hookup. It's got an SD card. And you got a voltage control for 220 or 110, depending on where you live. I run 110, so I've got it switched over to that. All right. And then pretty much plug and play. This is about as simple a wiring setup as I've ever seen. You got a 4-prong, and it's threaded with, this is sweet. This is sweet. Okay, I'm digging it. I'm totally digging it. That one goes right there. I may never be able to go back to building printers again. This is just so stupid simple. It's not even funny. All right. So that's all hooked up. And now we have some wiring on the back. Probably going to be a little bit of cable management down the road here. But when I look at these, they are all labeled. Z motor. That's pretty cool. Y motor. Awesome. All right. So Z end stop, Y end stop. All right. My battery is running low. What do you mean my battery is running low? We're plugged in. Oh, maybe we weren't plugged in. Let's see if now we're plugged in. Let's hope it doesn't shut down. I really do need a new laptop really bad. Come to my chat. There it is. Nice. Congratulations. It's always good to see family. Always good to see family. See if all right, well, let's wire this bad boy up. There's the end stop for the Z. Yeah, that's pretty well thought out. It's kind of hard to get to down this low. Put that up. All right. So the end stop for the Z is down on the bottom, pretty low. Pretty hard to get to. Have to use some of my ghetto build skills. Okay. All right. Then let's look at the motors. So they're all laid out. That's really cool. I'm digging that. This is the Y motor. That's the Z motor. So we'll plug that in there. End stops in. This is the Y motor. I think they got that backwards. And I guess this, in my opinion, this should be the Y. That's what I'm going on. I think this one's the X. If you went to machining school, sometimes these companies will interchange, Y, Z, and X, and that's never the case. Y is always this one up here, so it probably is. I'm probably just reading it wrong. Let me check my book real quick. All right, let's see. I'll tell you what, the end stops are a little challenging to get into there. They really are. Let's see why. But that's not a complaint. I'm just saying it's neatly packaged and packed. So you just kind of gotta work it. And then we've got the X and the extruder. So which makes sense. X negative, X motor. Here's the X motor. All right, there's the extruder motor. The extruder motor's hooked up. We've got an XM stop right here. That is in. And then we've got an E filament sensor. And that is it. That is the wiring. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. That took about 10 minutes to assemble this whole machine. I couldn't be happier with that. I've never put a printer. I've had production printers that took twice as long to put together as that. All right, and then you got your cord. Okay, so that's the entire printer. Now, people have complained about this spool holder, so I want to check it out because maybe it sucks, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Snowy, how are you doing, Ralph? Probably no more crazy neighbors. It's not my thing. Makes me unhappy, and we get along now. I'm not coming to Cup, Brad. I don't have any money. That's the problem. I'm not coming to World Cup. Derek's broke. Yeah, I was getting this house ready for sale, and then it wouldn't sell, and so now I have no extra money. So yeah, Cup is not happening for me. I'm sorry, because you know I would like to be there, but I just want to know how the video's doing. So if you guys have any lag, let me know. So that's the spool holder. It's kind of, I don't know, people complained about it, but I can see the value of it. I don't know. Seems okay. It's kind of a quick change spool holder. And then it's got real simple little screws down here. I don't know, this seems okay. It's got 4 little screws. That's, it's not complex. Put that in there. Oh, thanks, Skyhawk. I appreciate that. Appreciate the feedback on that. Make this wide enough. The spool holder, it's overly complex for something that doesn't need to be this complex. I will say that. I'm like, I get what they were trying to do, and I get it, but we could have done this a lot easier. I use 3D printed spool holders mostly. All right, so get this put together. It's pretty hokey. The spool holder is, it looks really complex, and it is, but it's just not that big of a deal. And if I try enough Allen wrenches, I'll find the one that fits. That's Cole, buddy. That's not Carter. Brad says, hi, Cole.
Hi,
But he
Brad.
thought you were Carter.
Hey, Brad.
He says, hi back, Brad. He says he wants to take you on in basketball. He's ready for a challenge. He lost to his dad the other day, 20-15. So he's ready for somebody else. Yeah, he's off in the corner there playing with his phone. So, Andrew, how are you? Send me with a cam. I got you. You know what? I should send you with a cam, dude. I should, because I like filming games, and I can't do it. So you probably should film games for me. Yes, it is. Hey, Jen. How are you? Is it working on your phone? It's awesome. All right. So that's the, no, I'm not joking. This took 10 minutes to put together. I've never had a printer that easy. I've never had a printer that easy. This was the right choice. So those of you looking for a fast assembly kit printer, this is the one. $279. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna run it up today. I've got printing I gotta go do. So we'll actually do some more videos with it later. I found way more than your dad. Brad says he's going to foul you in basketball. Well, that's good because you know what, Brad? He hangs on me whenever I go up for a layup. So he'll be right at home with that. He'll be right at home. You'll have to, well, maybe I'll film that game. You two can duke it out on the court. Okay, so the only complaint is I don't like this spool holder. It's just unnecessarily complicated. But it works. I don't know. It's a minor complaint. That's a minor complaint. But yes, the spool holder is overly complex for no real reason. I'm not even sure why. I'm not even sure why it's that way, but whatever. And then you got to put these little screws into the most awkward place ever. So I'm not sold on that, but I can always print another one later. That's not a big deal. Okay, so in final conclusion, the printer is the easiest to assemble printer I have ever put together. It's all metal construction. It has a heated bed. It has a touchscreen LCD for $279. I haven't printed with it yet, but I've seen enough of the other printing that I can tell you this is a really good value. So I will have the link for this in my bio down below, and you can order one for yourself. We'll be doing some videos with this. I have some big plans. Yeah, I hate the spool holder. I hate the spool holder. I'll be printing a new spool holder. But whatever. That could be a lot worse. So that's done. That's put together, built, and you guys, the print volume is 12 by 12 by 16. Ridiculous. Isn't that ridiculous? You know what? 5 years ago, this was a $2,000 printer. This is where the technology is. So now I got to move it to its new home and try to print it. And we might even do it with this translucent blue. You can't really see it, but it's like a clear blue. And you don't open this stuff because it's hygroscopic. It absorbs water. But this is a real pretty blue that you can heat treat and make, and makes, like when you do your print, with the heat gun, you blur the print lines. So it's great for making like jewelry or sculptures or parts that you don't want to look like they've been 3D printed. So I have some ideas for that as well. Anyway, I just wanted to show you all I've been talking about this printer for a couple days. It's finally here. I'm totally stoked about it. I'm going to be doing some prints on it. I have right away, I have a big project to print that I've been working on for a long time, and I've never had the capacity to actually print it out. So I'm pretty stoked to give that a shot. It's got removable, and it looks like they've insulated the build plate. So this is cool. This is cool. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I'm going to go offline now and go move this to its new home, and I'm going to kick it on, see how it goes. And then we'll do some more videos, and I'll do a review later. I'll do an actual review on the printer. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Awesome.
Awesome.
Ugh.